Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, AW609 TiltRotor is headed for production in Philadelphia. Sikorsky S-76D receives EASA certification, and UAVs will be demonstrated at EAA AirVenture 2015. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm Ashley Hale. The AgustaWestland AW609 TiltRotor program has achieved a key milestone, which is the initiation of the production phase and anticipation of the first customer deliveries. The company has expanded the AW609 TiltRotor program to include the AgustaWestland Philadelphia facility through its designation as the first final assembly line for the only civil tiltrotor in development to date. This represents the anticipated progression towards assembly and certification, with the FAA as the main certification authority. Full integration of the AW609 program into AgustaWestland's Philadelphia operations is expected by third quarter 2015 and will include facility expansions as required to accommodate AW609 tiltrotor engineering, certification, and aircraft assembly activities. Nearly 60 aircraft have been ordered to date for a variety of roles and missions, including offshore transportation, EMS and patient transfer, search and rescue, and VIP transportation. The European Aviation Safety Agency has approved the VIP type certificate for the Sikorsky S-76D helicopter.
EASA approved the type certificate for the VIP variant of the S-76D helicopter over 2 years after the FAA certified the baseline model of the aircraft. The certification allows the aircraft to be delivered and operated in Europe. The announcement was made at the 2015 Helicopter Association International Heli-Expo show. Sikorsky's Shane Eddy said the company has high expectations for the aircraft's acceptance, performance, and importance to its European customers. The FAA approved the type certificate for the baseline S-76D aircraft in October of 2012, and in the ensuing year, the Sikorsky flight test program expanded certifications. Bristow took delivery of the first S-76D helicopter in December of 2013. For Airborne Unlimited, I'm Tom Patton.
After the break, Aviation Gateway Park to feature UAVs at AirVenture.
The KSN 770 is an affordable, WAAS-enabled integrated MFD with a flexible hybrid user interface from Bendix King. Get your fingers on the 770's perfect blend of touchscreen and hard buttons. Easily control your GPS navigation, NavCom, weather, traffic, and terrain in any condition. For more information, go to bendixking.com.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Welcome back. If you have a story suggestion for Airborne Unlimited, send an email to news-spy@aero-news.net. The latest innovations, unmanned aircraft demonstrations, and a world of possibilities for young aviation enthusiasts are part of the new Aviation Gateway Park that will make its debut at EAA AirVenture Oshkosh 2015. EAA's Dave Champson said, quote, EAA AirVenture Oshkosh has always been about innovation and education, and the new Aviation Gateway Park area is an opportunity to showcase these important initiatives in an even bigger way, end quote. One of the highlights of Aviation Gateway Park will be a new drone cage, where unmanned aerial vehicles will be demonstrated each day during AirVenture. Manufacturer demos, educational presentations, obstacle course contests, and free flight can all be viewed from the sides of the cage, including from bleachers inside the park's Innovation Center. Schedules of all Aviation Gateway Park activities will be posted on the EAA AirVenture website. It's Thursday, which means that it's time for an Aero Community Update, highlighting news and information about the incredible people and organizations that populate the Airborne Partnership Initiative behind Airborne Unlimited. This week, we welcome the Society of Aviation and Flight Educators, known as SAFE. We all know the very foundation of success in aviation activities is education. SAFE is an organization that embraces all facets of aviation education, whether it be on the ground, in the simulator, or in flight. SAFE is a member-oriented organization of aviation educators fostering professionalism and excellence in aviation through continuing education, professional standards, and accreditation. By joining with industry partners and the FAA, SAFE provides the aviation community with resources to advance the profession and to assist aviation educators in developing skilled, knowledgeable, and safe members of the aviation community. We at ANN welcome the opportunity to be able to work with an organization that takes a professional approach to aviation education. After these messages, the theft of a Pilatus PC-12 is thwarted.
AML's patent-pending wireless induction charging system eliminates confusion over those charging cables, cuts down cockpit cable clutter, and allows you and your passengers to fly cordless and eliminate the cable nightmare. www.aviationmodificationleaders.com.
Since the early days of powered flight, pilots have struggled with landing in crosswinds. In fact, crosswinds and wind gusts cause more landing accidents than fog, thunderstorms, and icing combined. That's where the Redbird X-Wind SE comes in. By placing pilots in gusty crosswind conditions for extended periods of time, the X-Wind SE gives instructors all the time they need to teach the pilot the proper techniques for landing in crosswind conditions. For more information on Redbird X-Wind SE and Redbird's entire line of flight training devices, visit www.redbirdflightsimulation.com.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro standby instrument. TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we've summarized some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. A thief in Ocala, Florida tried to steal a Pilatus PC-12 but didn't have much luck. He was apprehended after doing about $300 in damage to the aircraft. It appears he was trying to start it when the police arrived. MyGoFlight, maker of iPad and tablet gear for pilots, debuted their product line for helicopter use at Heli-Expo 2015. They say they solved the problem of device mounting in use in the unique environment of a helicopter cockpit. The FAA has certified the Bell 412 EPI for Category A operations. The Cat A backup procedure provides an increase in payload, performance, and operational versatility. Takeoff performance has improved, and minimum helipad size is reduced to 60 feet in diameter. Ireland's Waypoint Leasing Limited signed a letter of intent to acquire 20 Bell 525 Relentless helicopters. Waypoint plans to provide the Bell 525 Relentless to operators servicing a wide variety of missions. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's move on to the rest of the news. Bristow Group has raised its total firm orders for Airbus helicopters H175 to 17, and they've also signed a comprehensive support services agreement for its new 7 metric ton category rotorcraft. Bristow Group is a helicopter transportation service specializing in transporting people and materials to and from offshore rigs. The H175 is the renamed twin-engine helicopter previously referred to as the EC-175. Airbus says the renaming of its products is in line with the naming of Airbus products overall. Airbus says this significant H175 endorsement was formalized during a signing ceremony at the company's booth during Heli-Expo 2015 in Orlando, Florida. It expands upon Bristow's initial order agreement that was announced 2 years ago. Deliveries of the H-175s will begin in October 2016, and these helicopters will be deployed by Bristow on oil and gas airlift duties. Well, that's our program for Thursday, March 5th. Remember to get comprehensive real-time 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. Please remember, Airborne Unlimited is streamed daily, Monday through Friday. Join us and a growing roster of over 100 outstanding industry associations and organizations every weekday for the best in aviation and aerospace news. I'm Ashley Hale. Thanks for watching.